Hi guys, Sean here from digiDirect. So today we're going to be checking out the 360 Fly 4K. It's a 360-degree camera that's also waterproof. Now we have already reviewed the 360 Fly, the HD version. It was one of the first videos on this channel. I'll link that down in the bottom here. You can go check that out. So I'm not going to cover all of the nitty-gritty about this camera. I'm going to talk more about what's new compared to the HD version. So it's almost identical to the HD version. So it's a spherical camera, almost a little bit smaller than a tennis ball. An interesting design. It has one large lens on the top. That's the only lens it has, and that'll cover 360 degrees. It has only one button on it. This button will turn it on and off, start and stop recording, and it's got an LED around the button. So depending on what color that LED is, it will tell you different things about the camera. There's a small little mic port here, and on the bottom is the connection port. Now, this is the one thing that is different in the 4K version. This is now a 1/4-20 attachment point on the bottom, which means it will fit your standard tripod mount. On the HD version, it was a proprietary system. This makes it a lot easier. Now you can put this right on any tripod mount. There is an adapter in the box that will go from 1/4-20 to any of your standard, basically a GoPro mount, so you can use it with any of your GoPro accessories. But having a standard 1/4-20 mount on the bottom makes a big difference. Now, as the name implies, it is a 360-degree camera. This is a fairly new type of camera that's been out recently. The original 360 Fly was one of the first. There's been a couple others out now. But basically what it means is it will take a 360-degree field of view, so it will shoot everything all the way around here and up top. The only area it's not going to capture is right down here, and you can basically tell that by looking at the orientation of the lens. Now, the main difference between this one and the HD version is, well, it's right in the name, it's 4K. This one will shoot 4K. The last one was HD. It actually only shot 720, not 1080. So this one is a big step up in terms of image resolution. It's a lot sharper, a lot higher quality video than the last one. And that is really the main feature on this one that's different than the last one. It's going to give you much nicer looking video. But that's not the only feature that they've updated in here. There are a couple new things that they've tossed in here as well. First off, being a time-lapse feature. So now you can do 360 time-lapses, and you can obviously set the time-lapse frequency to half a second up all the way to 60 seconds. Another thing that's actually pretty cool is they've added a what they're calling a POV mode, point of view mode. Basically, it's a non-360 video mode. So, you know, not always do you want to necessarily be shooting in full 360. But you can put it in this POV mode. It'll shoot a straight 16:9, so the regular video aspect ratio that everybody's used to. That'll be shot straight forward, which the direction that the lens is facing, so you can kind of hold it around like that. So that's nice. That makes it a little bit more versatile because realistically, you don't always need to shoot 360. It's very cool, but if you're just trying to get some quick shots here and there, you might want to just shoot the regular 16:9, and you can now do that in this camera. They've also added a GPS in here, and they've bumped up the internal memory. So on the HD version, it had 32 gigabytes of internal memory. This version has 64. And so note, that's internal memory because the way that this shoots is a little bit different than most traditional cameras. There's no SD card slot. It's got the internal memory and it records directly onto that. Now, the way that you take photos or videos off of here is there's an app on your phone which will let you obviously control the 360 Fly. It lets you see what it sees, set up the different modes, POV mode, time-lapse, all that kind of stuff. But you can also go onto the app and view the files that are on the camera. Now, what you then do is select which videos you like or photos, and you save them off the camera onto your phone. So you don't have to save everything that's in the internal memory onto your phone. You just pick the ones you want, save them on your phone, and then from there, in the app, you can edit, you can throw music under it, you can cut it all up and upload it from there. Now it's worth noting that obviously you can export a full 360 video. You can put that right up on Facebook and YouTube. They both support 360 video. Now in that kind of video, the user can scroll around in the video player and choose which frame of reference to look at as they're watching the video. Or you can use what's called the Watch Me mode, which lets you choose as you're editing it where the viewpoint is going to be, and you export a flattened non-360 video, so that'll be a regular 16:9 video, and put that up. That's what we've used for these, the sample shot that you see in this video. It's easier to intercut with regular, not 360 video, as in, you know, the video of me talking here, but you can do it both ways. But in general, that 360 Fly mobile app is where you're going to control the 360 Fly, you know, pull your videos off of, edit them, and export them. But it is worth mentioning that there is a desktop app if you don't like doing that kind of stuff on your phone or you want a little bit more control. It's called 360 Fly Director. You can just download that onto your computer for Mac or Windows, You can plug the charging base station of the 365 with the camera on it into your computer, pull the videos off there, and edit from there. So that's the 365 4K. Overall, very similar to the HD as I mentioned, the main difference being, as the headline states, 4K. So higher quality video is the main benefit, although there are a couple additional things like we touched on there. Now, you can order the 365 4K on our website at www.digidirect.com.au or come to one of our stores to check it out. We've got stores in the Sydney CBD, Bondi Junction, Miranda, Chatswood, the Melbourne and Brisbane CBDs, and a new one in Cannington, Western Australia. Thanks guys, take care.